Hey guys, Jay here, and today I want to introduce you guys to crafting. If you are new or you don't know anything about crafting in PoE, this is a very complicated topic. However, the barrier for entry is actually very simple. Anyone and everyone can actually profit from crafting. Just the simplest of the item. First of all, you just need to know what are the items that can be good, either for your build or for, generally most builds that people are playing. So I'll give you some free tip here. That is any item with life suppression and resistant, especially chaos resistant, is gonna sell. Everyone needs it, so let's go ahead and show you how easy it is to first of all craft an item with suppression, life, and resistant. Okay, for example, right here I am going to show you first of all, let's say a helmet with all the things that I'm looking for is more than 70 life, 31 chaos resistant, which is tier 1, and then 12% spell suppression. So the lowest one here, there are two of them. One is corrupted, so I will rule out this one because we can no longer have any exarch or either war modifiers on the implicit. So this one is the dead one. This one is 2 divine, it's the cheapest one. There's only one of the thing like this. You look at the next results, they are 4 divine, 5 divines, 7 divine. So this kind of item is at least, let's say, 2 divine in this current price. Well, let me see. I want to craft a helmet, and I will go ahead and hit search here. The category that I'm searching for is I want the item that I have to at least have 1 armor, because I'm looking for armor base in particular. Any item with armor is good for my build, so I want to put just 1 armor here, so it had at least 1 armor in the base. And the mod that I'm looking for fracture is suppress. Why? Because suppress spell damage you cannot guarantee from any other way. From crafting, it will be a very low tier one, which is not good enough. And for essences, there's currently no essences that can guarantee you suppress. You cannot also guarantee suppress with harvest crap or fossil or anything. So the most simple way is just to get it as a fractured base. This one, there should be a lot of people selling it currently. Okay, this one is 50 chaos. Let's buy this one. If you are a little bit greedy, you can look for the base with as much armor evasion as possible. I think this one is already good enough. Maybe this one here for 80 chaos, but let's just go ahead and buy the cheapest one here. Let me see if I actually got that, get that base. If not, then, well, this base shall do. This is a better base than this one. Okay. Okay, 80 chaos. So we have spent 80 chaos. So anytime you are looking for an item in the market that is relatively simple in terms of how many specific stat that you want. For example, in this case, all I want was 3 stat over here, then it might be very simple to craft an item with guaranteed 3 stat. So this is the case where you should look for crafting instead of buying. So we spend 80 chaos. I just checked the market, and currently 1 divine is 140 chaos. So yeah, let's go ahead and quickly do something very simple here. We do a deafening essence of envy, which guarantee a chaos resistant roll on it. This one says 10 chaos per piece. Not sure exactly if it is actually 10 chaos, but it should not be far from 10 chaos. So let's say 10 chaos. You do one. Now you have some cold resistant, and well, Everything else you need to craft to have an item that is effectively to divine is this one. I will spam this one because I have a lot of alteration and scouring. I will stop at 69 or 70. There we go. 70 divine here. We have let's say 12 suppression here, 70 life. Let's say just say 65 for the sake. And yeah, as you can see on the market, something with these modifiers are like 8 divines. So that is very, very easy to craft. Completely guaranteed, like almost 100%. The only time that it can brick, pseudo brick, is when you use the essence and you hit a full 6 mod item, which is first of all very rare, and second of all, if it happened that you would just use another Essence of Envy and you will reroll the item, you will still guarantee to have the chaos resistant. Probably you will have another nice modifier. If you want to, you can use a few until you have, for example, in this case, just a random cold resistant roll, and then you craft life on it, and you already profit from the crafting. This is way too easy to pass by if you are gearing your own character, or sometimes if you are looking for a certain item and you notice that the market for this item is very profitable, then you can go ahead and craft maybe 2-3 items. My advice for crafting for profit is do not flood the market. The problem with if you craft too many items that have the same kind of modifiers and you throw them on the market, well, the price of the item will drop. So just make 1 or 2, sell them, and then if you see the price doesn't drop, you make another 1 or 2. So that is very simple. This one, you can go further with this method of crafting if you want. This is like the most basic thing. Let me just put it on this tab over here. I will say 7 divine. There, I use way less than 1 divine, but I already got something that is on the market. Is currently the lowest one is 8 divine. So yeah, that is the first thing. The second one is probably something that is a little bit higher in terms of let me quickly remove all this so it doesn't confuse. Right, let me go ahead and make another one. This time let's use a boots. $12, alright. Okay, I'll buy this one. 20 KS, that is a very cheap base. This one is also okay. You don't normally you don't need to care that much about. Alright. Sorry, this guy. I already got the better one. So 20 KS for the base. If the base is a little bit more expensive, that is okay. The cost of the base is okay as long as it is not too expensive. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft this boots over here. So what I'm looking for on the boots, instead of just normally what you are looking for on a boot is normally not just this, but also movement speed, right? Let me go ahead and search for movement speed. Let's say 30%. Currently, cheapest one is 3 divine. Oh, this one is actually very good for 3 divine. I think this one is extremely cheap. This is more like it in terms of pricing. This one is also quite cheap. Right, still, let's craft the boots. First thing first, of course, still spam the essence and see if we get something nice with it. The movement speed there is bad because it is a bad tier movement speed. Here we have, nah, not good enough. What I'm looking for here is a second good resistant or maybe attribute. Ooh, this one is rough. This one has a okay. That took 10 exactly 10 hey actually exactly 10 essences. So what we need to do from this point on is, first of all, we have very nice suffixes already. So what I want to do is to craft suffixes cannot be changed, which is 2 divine. So the cost now is 100 chaos on the essences, 20 chaos, maybe let's say 40 chaos on the base, so that is 120. Let's say a divine on essences and the base, and then 2 divine on the crafting bench. Next step is to use a veiled chaos orb. Alright, so we use a veiled chaos orb here. Normally it will appear like this one. If it has one additional modifier, then that's okay. The only time that this one can break is when it is like full 6 modifiers. And if in those 6 modifiers, let's say you have a good life roll, then the item is still very okay, very good. In this case, this is the most common case where you have only one veiled prefix. So what you want to do is to block. This one is probably the most common one: evasion and armor with life. So normally we can block this one. Block this so you do not unveil any modifier of the same kind, right? What we want to unveil here the most is movement speed plus something. Okay, we have a 27% movement speed and a 10 movement speed. If you have not been hit recently, this is very nice. Effectively, this is 37% movement speed. So I go ahead and craft this one on. The other thing that I can do is go ahead and just craft life. Okay, 68, that is okay. And last but not least, since this is just a decent tier crafting, I will go ahead and add an exalt. And what do we have here? Just a very low tier hybrid mod. So yeah, there's some extra armor and evasion. Oh, I forgot. You should quality it first. But this one is okay. Let's see how much it's costing. Alright, suppressed. Right, there is one. There's this 4 divine here. I think this one is heavily underpriced. If I'm being honest, this one is heavily underpriced. So normally it should go on the range of like 10 divine to 15 divine for this kind of boots. I have made like 5 or 6 of this in this league, and I have sold them all. So okay, let's just put this one for 10 divine. So long story short, those are the 2 tier of crafting that I want to introduce in this video. The first one is very simple, very reliable. You almost can 99.99% never fail with it. And if you fail with it, the fix is very easy, and so technically 100% guaranteed. If you just want 3 modifiers, then well, you have it. That is the way to craft. If you want something a little bit nicer, and that is also the way to craft with essence spam on a fractured base, and then chaos, veiled chaos, or with most of the time suffixes lock, because normally crafting the suffixes, there are more valuable suffixes in terms of regular items, because that is where the attributes, the resistance are. So yeah, so that is everything I want to talk about in this video. If you think this is helpful to you, if you think it is interesting and you would like to see more content like this, please first of all consider to like the video, and second, subscribe to the channel to look forward to more videos like this one. Maybe there will be something that is very helpful to you in terms of good build or money making in PoE. And see you in the next video. Peace.